Yo, what's up guys? Party Waffles here, and we have more Frost CK changes to talk about. Even more. I know, we just talked about some recently, but there is more, so we're going to look at these. Basically, it's like a sort of like a rework of the talents a little bit. They're going to be removing some talents and giving us some things baseline. So overall, it's a really good thing though. It's really good changes, so we're going to break them down right now for you guys, okay? So the first one we have here is Remorseless Winter has been removed from the talent tree and can now be learned at level 19. So I'm going to show you the tree intermittently here as well. So let's look at this. So basically this is getting removed, okay? This talent right here is going to be removed and it's going to be shifted around. So you're going to get this by default. It's not going to be a talent anymore. So that's the first thing here. The next change we have is Might of the Frozen Waste has been removed from the talent tree and you will learn it by default. Again, this is a massive one, okay? This is massive. Look at this, look at this. So this is Might of the Frozen Waste, okay? So this one, wielding a two-handed weapon increases your obliterate damage by 30%, and your auto attack critical strikes also grant killing machines, which is your guaranteed obliterate crits. So this, I feel like having this passively kind of solidifies that Frost is going to be two-hand, I would say. But we're going to be getting this passively, okay? So this is a massive talent that we're not going to have to spec into. So all these free talents means that we're going to have other things, right? Replacing them. We're basically getting all the things that are being removed for free. So it's like bonus on top of everything else. All right, let's take a look at the next one here. So Frost Reaper has been removed from the talent tree and is now learned at level 28. This is another free ability that we're getting here. Another free one. Let me show you this one. So this is Frost Reaper right here. Killing Machine also causes your next obliterate to deal frost damage. So we're going to get this by default. So to recap, we get this by default, this by default, this by default. So far this is massive for us. The next thing we have here is, let's take a look here. So new talent. This one sounds wild to me, okay? Fatal Fixation. Killing Machine can stack up to one additional time, replaces Frost Reaper. So the talent that we just talked about there, the Frost Reaper talent, is going to be replaced by this one. And what this one does is, Killing Machines is your guaranteed obliterate crits, right? It's when your obliterate lights up and you have a crit. So you can essentially save two of those up for when your Pillar of Frost comes. Pop your Pillar of Frost, do your thing, instantly have two obliterate crits. And then with the tier set, the 4 set, there's a chance that it won't use the Killing Machine proc. And you could potentially just get like 4 or 5 obliterates in a row. Like critical obliterates. So that's pretty nice. That is pretty nice for us. The next thing here is Biting Cold has moved to Remorseless Winter's old position. Okay, so let me show you. So this was Remorseless Winter right here, right? So basically Biting Cold, which is this one, is going to be there. So yeah, we're going to be able to get Biting Cold for free, right? So this is good because right now our Remorseless Winter, unless you're playing these talents, it really doesn't do a whole lot of anything. But essentially we're going to be able to get all the good talents for it while not losing anything. So we're going to have a lot more cleave as well. So you're going to get this talent by default up here, and then I'll show you the, let's take a look at the next change here. Everfrost has moved to Biting Cold's position. Okay, so let's look. Everfrost is this one, right? And then Biting Cold was right here. So you should be, since you're not going to have to take that, you're not going to have to take a bunch of stuff because we're going to get passively, right? So you should have extra points. So you're going to be able to get Biting Cold because it's right here. And then Everfrost is going to be moved right here. So you should be able to just grab that Everfrost as well, which is really nice, really nice. And then you should be easily able to get Gathering Storm maybe too. But basically it looks like they're trying to give us, they're trying to bake in more cleave, right? Like we can get that. Core abilities we just get by default now, which is really nice. So let's look at the next part. Okay, so Obliteration now causes Soul Reaper to also grant killing machines during your obliteration in Pillar of Frost. So obliteration is, for those of you that don't know, obliteration is this right here, right? So whenever you pop Pillar of Frost, anytime you use a Frost Strike or a Howling Blast, it will make your next obliterate be a critical strike, okay? So basically they're just giving that effect to Soul Reaper. So instead of having to Frost Strike or Howling Blast for it, you could weave Soul Reapers in as well. So it could be like Soul Reaper, obliterate, Frost Strike, obliterate, Soul Reaper, you know what I mean? They're just giving the effect of Soul Reaper, which is interesting, and it might make Soul Reaper see some play. So that's interesting to see how that turns out. But let's look at the next change. And that's it. That's it. That's all. So the other ones we already know. The Unholy changes, there's nothing new. This is released like a week, about 2 weeks ago or something. Nothing really that interesting. We already know about that. The only new update here was the frost. So yeah, I just wanted to talk about that because those are honestly a really good step in the right direction. If you're a Frost, if you prefer Frost for Death Knight, it seems that next patch in 10.7, Frost might have a time to shine here. Because they just buffed it last week, which we just talked about in the last video. And then with these buffs too, it's a... Because think about it this way, right? We have triple cleaving obliterates now as of the buffs last week, or on last Tuesday. And then we're going to be able to stack up, like it said, stack up 2 charges of your killing machines with the new talent. So you can go into your obliterate, or so you can go into your Pillar of Frost Go, drop your D&D, and have 2 obliterates ready, and just do 700,000 damage instantly, pretty much, like with no iron, like just going into the go. Seems kind of wild, but this might be the new meta. Who knows, man? Who knows? But anyways, I just wanted to talk to you guys about that. I will have more PvP videos coming up next. I know the last 2 videos have just been talking about changes, but they've been important changes, so I wanted to talk about them. I will get some PvP videos up for you guys, though. But if you want to see me PvP before my next video, you can catch me out at twitch.tv/partywafflesx, okay? Don't forget the X. Anyways, thank you guys for watching today, and I will see you in the next video. We got 2 bangers coming up soon. I think I'm going to do like a solo shuffle tier list or tips video or something, but anyways, later, boys and girls. Peace.